Hello, everyone. Welcome to Norton Man Reviews. I am John Norton, your host, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this week. Usually, my intention for my channel was to do a big group of stories or a graphic novel and do a long video and go into detail about a bunch of the stuff, the art and the story and all that. But I was looking through a bunch of my comics, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And there's some stuff I need to get back into and finish up. But I found a big pile of comics that I forgot I had. A little history. Years ago, my now wife, then girlfriend, and I were living with my wife's sister. She was dating this guy, and he had all these comic books. This box of comic books that he didn't know what to do with or whatever. So he just ended up giving them to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. And there's a lot of strange stuff in there, a lot of random stuff. But then there's a lot of kind of some cool stuff. Like I got some, like, let's see, a Wildcats #1, a Youngblood #1, Wetworks #1, some Death of Superman stuff, original, still in the black sleeve. It wasn't like the first one. It's not worth anything. Just a bunch of stuff. Random shit. So I started going through and I found a bunch of random stuff that I thought would be fun to go through. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do all these on a single video. I'm going to do one issue per video and just put them out one a day for the next however many these are. Just pump out a whole bunch of them for you guys to watch. These will be shorter videos, much like how my brother Rob's channel is, just doing one-off issues and have like some quick videos. So I chose a lot of these because, and on most of these I haven't read or haven't read in a long time. Like I know what this is, but I haven't ever actually read it. A lot of these, like, number 300, number 2, Frank Miller, John Romita Jr., Deadpool, just whatever. This, just because it has a cool cover. Ghost Rider 25, Avengers West Coast, number whatever. Anyways, we'll be getting into a bunch of these later, but I just wanted to kind of tell you what I'm going to be doing. Because I have time off. I'm on vacation for the next few days, and I have no wife during the day. She's at work. My son is at daycare. I get to do whatever I want. So I want to do this. And pardon if my voice sounds funny. I'm just getting over sickness because I have a kid in daycare, and it's like a petri dish of just germs. So that's that. So let's start off with this issue of Wolverine. Wolverine number 88. And obviously there's Wolverine and Deadpool. And there's, that Deadpool number 3, Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's coming back. That's awesome, right? Now, I don't know, but I mean, Deadpool was still a little bit, of a newer character. He was in New Mutants and X-Force with Liefeld, obviously. Pardon me. I don't know if Deadpool and Wolverine have ever met before this issue, and maybe the issue previous. This is during the time when all the Image guys had gone off and started doing their Image books. And so, like, Marvel was kind of restarting and getting their new crop of artists on their main titles. So we got Adam Kubert drawing this issue of Wolverine for about half of it. And then the next half is drawn by an artist which is very interesting. Sorry, I'm slightly adjusting my camera. And we'll get into why it's so interesting. So I haven't read this in a while, so, bear with me as we discover the story together. It's a cool cover. I like the use of the blacks and the reds, not a lot of detail. Deadpool skewering Wolverine. It's pretty badass, right? All right. What the fuck is this? Jesus. All right. So Adam Kubert, in full Adam Kubert art. This is pretty awesome. It's just Wolverine. Did he bust through here? I don't know. tearing off his clothes because of his costume is underneath, but he has his mask on. I don't know what's going on, but he's talking about he's looking for, he's checking up on Kane for him. He promised James Hudson. That's the guy from Alpha Flight, right? Yeah. Another Weapon X he's supposed to be. Yeah, right, because he's Weapon 10 now, don't you know? Not Weapon X, he's Weapon 10, but whatever. Yeah, right. Something about the splinter door told me there was trouble here. Okay, so he didn't kick that in. But look at this fucking splinter door here. Like how it twists and with all the detail. That is ungodly amazing. I mean, you always look at the cool pictures like that, but that's the kind of detail that, you know, separates the artist from the little children or boys or whatever. Pardon me again, sorry. So he's in here and he's looking for Kane. But it's the Deadpool, folks. That's kind of a cute little thing. Deadpool comes out. He's, you know, showing his crotch for everyone to see. And he's, you know, he's talking full in Deadpool mode. Nobody home but us cold-blooded mercenary assassins. Hoo-ha! So he comes in. That's a pretty cool double-page spread. Is he swinging down these stairs? Like all the detail in here. Wolverine's ducking. He's schlichting because he doesn't stick now because he has bone claws at the moment. He shoots him. Is he hitting him? Or he must be missing. Fachoom, fachoom. That's just cool stuff. So he slashes at him. And they're fighting. Some just cool action shots here. And these are really cool panel layouts on a double page spread again, but with these long, skinny panels. These are hard to do as an artist, to put the action that you need in there. Like, I tend to, when I draw, start with a movie screen, like a widescreen version. That's where my panels are. I feel you can fit more in there. So I wish I was better at being able to draw panels like this. So they're fighting, they're slashing, they're bantering back and forth. He's making fun of his name. Wolverine rhymes with louver screen, hoover spleen. I guess that's funny. Kicks him in the face. That's cool. I like this shot of Wolverine and the blood coming out as he's like turning. You just maxed out my tolerance level. Yep. Comes swinging at him. He's twirling his swords, I guess. Cool shot of Wolverine like flying at him. Action lines. Again, another double page spread-ish. But he kicks him right in the face. Stoom. Kicks him, but he recovers and stabs him in the back. And he stabs him and takes them out and puts his swords right back in, and Wolverine like just falls down, and Deadpool won. So brief fight, brief encounter. If this is their first encounter, don't know, but it's pretty cool, pretty savage. But you know, Deadpool, he gets the better of Wolverine on this occasion, and all really good art by Adam Kubert. So now it's going back to Garrison Kane, and he's with, what is her name? It's Vanessa, right? Is she, God, what is her mutant name or her superhero name or comic book name? I don't know. And I feel like this is supposed to be the character that Marina Baccarin played, you know, in the Deadpool movies. Inara from Firefly, right? Is this supposed to be... I think that's supposed to be kind of the same character. But where are they? They're... I don't know what's going on here. They're doing a play. There's a director giving them shit. They're... You know... They're making out here. And I think he's acting, and she's trying to help him get into character, get into the scene. And he's having trouble, but she's like coaching him through it, right? And they take a break here, so they just leave him alone. And then he sees somebody. It's you! Because that's what he said up here. But he didn't have, like, he didn't emote properly. But he does it really well down here. So she's like, that's brilliant. But he wasn't acting. He sees Deadpool over here. I don't know the history of Kane and Deadpool. I mean, I know they're both Liefeld characters, but X-Force shit. But I don't know what their history is. So it goes back to Wolverine. He's healing. And at this time, I think Wolverine, he's having his healing factor isn't what it used to be. He talks about it here. It's beginning to kick in. It went into overload when Magneto ripped out his adamantium, so he's, for the first time in a long time, Wolverine is vulnerable. He doesn't have his adamantium. His healing factor is not healing him instantly like it usually does, so that's probably why he got taken out by Deadpool so easily. And he was like, Deadpool was looking at this picture, at this frame. He needs to look closer, but he stumbles into it like an idiot. Okay, good job, Wolverine. Yeah, Vanessa, the metamorph. So he sees where they were, the place where they're at. So he figures that out, where they're the stage or the theater where they're acting. So he's like, he looks like shit, but he needs to get there. He throws on he grabs some clothes that he's wearing here. What is going on in this panel? Oh, it's the interior of a car. Oh, that's a foot. Okay, suddenly jumped. It's the interior of a foot hitting the brake. Almost gets hit down here. And Wolverine looks like shit, right? But he needs to go take out Deadpool. For why? I don't know. All right, so now this is where this comic gets really interesting. So all this amazing art drawn by Adam Kubert, right? Let's go back and look at the credits really quick. Adam Kubert and Fabio Laguna, pencilers. Mark Farmer and Tim Townsend, inkers. And then letters, colors, all that kind of cool stuff. So this new art, this next art is Fabio Laguna. Now, I don't know why they suddenly had two artists in here. Were they on a deadline? Was Kubert falling behind? Was he pulling double? I don't know what was going on. But they pulled in another guy probably to finish this stuff up. And they must have been on a deadline to let this guy... I'm going to say some terms like motherfucker and whatever. I don't know him. I don't know anything else he's done. He's probably if he's a nice guy or what, I don't know. But this motherfucker, he is blatantly ripping off so many other art, specifically Jim Lee. It's crazy. There's ones that you're like, you can't even I can't even fathom what he thought he was being able to do and how he was able to be paid for this. So Deadpool's jumping. I don't know specifically if that's from something, but it looks so familiar. Robert, I know you know some of this shit, so if I don't know something... Oh, my dog. Hey! Shut up! Dogs bark at every single person that walks by. So back to this bullshit. So, Deadpool jumps at Kane. That looks familiar. What's this fucking from? That hand, where's that from? That's a fucking Jim Lee hand, if I've ever seen one. At this point, I don't even care about what the story is or something. I'm just going to be marveling. And here, oh my God, what the fuck? That is Zealot from Wildcats. And so is that. That's from an issue that Jim Lee did. So is that, isn't it? What the fuck? How is he allowed to do this? Were they just so under a deadline and they're like, whatever. It gets the comic out. Who cares? But oh my God, look at this shit. So, back to Wolverine. That's a fucking Jim Lee. What was that? X-Men number 3, I want to say? Ah, fuck me, man. He's in the cab talking to this guy. Who cares? Killing factor's kicking in. Is that from something that looks familiar? I mean, is any of this new? I mean, this shit looks familiar. This is from Wildcats also. Is that Grifter? Who's this? Oh my God. Oh, this is a Silvestri thing right there, right? That's from the Killer Instinct, when I think Heatwave and Spartan were fighting each other, and Heatwave punched Spartan and then blew a fucking hole through him. That's from that. Jesus Christ, that looks very Jim Lee. That's obviously from something. What about these? I don't know. Oh my God. Fabio. Is that your name? Fabio? Fabio Lagoon. Oh my God, dude. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're like, you probably have heard this before, but oh my God, dude. So, Wolverine in a cab, racing forward. And they're telling him, step on it, go fast, and he's trying to get there as fast as he can, and that looks very Jim Lee. So Wolverine, he busts out of the cab and is sliding on, I think, the door to get there even faster. Oh, God. So they're fighting. What is any of this from? Anything? Oh, my God. What's that from? That's Psylocke. That's from X-Men #2, Jim Lee. Yup. He's gonna cut off his head. She kicks him in the back, I guess. I mean, where's her leg go? I mean, it just kind of stops right there, right? So he kicks her, and she turns into Psylocke. So here we are. He wants to kill them both, and he throws. I don't even look at this yet. So he's gonna. He throws a sword at her, and he's swinging down at Kane right here. And in busts Wolverine, and he remembers the time that he fought Omega Red. Ugh. You're fucking kidding me, man. The sword's coming. It's gonna kill her. Ads. Wolverine blocks it, I guess. That looks familiar. Oh my God. Where have I seen that? I know that's familiar. What's that from? More ripoff. He blocks it. He just brings up his armored hand there to stop it. Oh. Does he block it, or does Wolverine catches it through his arm there? Oh my God, I can't get over it. So Deadpool fucks off, I guess. Oh, he throws a grenade and he kabooms out of there and he disappears. All right, so Wolverine's wearing a scarf. This is like the third time they've shown a close-up of a foot on a pedal or a brake or something like that. That's from something. That's Jim Lee right there. That looks like it is too. All this probably is. I mean, if I'm missing something, somebody chime in and say like, I know that. That's from this. The end. Thank God. So, I remember this as a kid, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on with this issue? Really great art by Adam Kubert, and then it just turns into fuckery later on. Like, this is all great, right? Probably not even Adam Kubert's best, but oh my God, it's still so good. Because it's original, and then just ripping off other artists. Iconic poses and all. I mean, there's a line between homage and ripping off. What do you think? All right. That's it for this issue. I'm going to start in on another one, and we'll see how this goes. Thank you for watching.